Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of TBR. I'm George Binns. And this afternoon we're going to discuss WOAMTEC. And to help us understand it, we have the local director of WOAMTEC, Lissa Keane. Welcome, Lissa.
Thank you so much, George, for having me. WOAMTEC is a women's networking group that we invited you to, so That's how we met. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Well, it's a woman on a mission to earn commission.
Yes.
That's what the acronym really stands for here.
Yes, and commission is a dual meaning. Commission not only means monetary earnings, but it also means the ability to earn trust from our clients and to serve our clients in our best ability.
Well, like you said, you invited me to one of the meetings, and a lot of the ladies there were independent operators.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, there were some that were working in corporations or working in businesses. Mm-hmm. So it's more than just commission.
It is, and that's the dual meaning, to earn trust from your clients and to earn the ability to serve your clients in your best capacity. So as women, we need other women. We support each other. We mastermind each other. We help each other coming up with ideas. We help each other's businesses by using each other's businesses and getting to know one another.
Well, it's a coordinated activity where you're trying to expand your business by meeting other people in a similar environment. And at the same time, it seems like it's a good practice session to pitch your story, because that's what I got out of the meeting you invited me to over at the Acapulco. Now, you have these meetings, what, twice a week?
Well,
twice a month?
Twice a month, the first and third Friday of every month, except for the month of July because of the holiday.
Yeah.
We shift down. But the first and third Friday of every month, and Acapulco's is great to allow us to meet in their banquet room.
Yeah.
As I said, we meet twice a month, but during our meetings, once during our meeting, the members have the ability to give a spotlight. So once, I should say, every meeting there's a spotlight speaker. So our members sign up to talk about their business and how they got into the business they're in. They have 30 minutes for that and for questions and answers. So that's one of the ways we get to know each other. And we also do our 60-second commercials. We have an ask. We ask for referrals, what's good for us to build our business. And then we also have a shout out. If we've used someone's business in the room, we like to shout out that experience, or if we have done a one-to-one with someone in the room, we talk about that.
What's a one-to-one?
A one-to-one would be like this, getting together over a cup of coffee or a drink of water and just talking.
Okay.
Talking about you, talking about me.
Yeah. So this organization is bigger than just Beverly, so you're just a local chapter, right?
Well, I wouldn't say just, but yes, we are. We are a local chapter in Beverly. We are the only chapter in Massachusetts right now. We are looking to grow our chapters. So if anyone's interested in becoming a director and starting their own chapter in another town, that would be great. But we're across the country. We're national. Right now, we're in Florida, where WOAMTEC began, and we're in Texas, and now Massachusetts.
Okay, so that's a young organization just starting to grow, so there's lots of room to expand it. And you want to expand in other towns in Massachusetts. And when your name tag comes up, we have your phone number, so I guess anybody that's interested in getting further into the organization should give you a call at that number.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And again, as you mentioned earlier, you invited me to one of these sessions, and each one of the ladies, and you got about, was 20 in the group about now?
So we have 21.
21. Okay, so you have 21 very diverse.
Oh, absolutely. And exclusive. They're exclusive seats. So if you are a realtor and are part of WOAMTEC, you cannot have another realtor in the group in that seat.
Oh, so it has to be, each individual has to be totally different business, different background.
Absolutely.
So that actually forces you to have another WOAMTEC someplace else in town.
Absolutely.
Or in the city or in the county.
Yes.
So what's the advantage of having just one of each kind of?
Well, you lock out your competition, and you have access to all the women in the room and their networks. So, for instance, I'm a cabbie stylist.
Okay.
I sell women's clothing, so I have that seat. So there'll be no other members that get up and talk about women's clothing because I'm that gal.
Okay.
I can go through all our members if you want to hear the different.
What kind of a diverse group do you really have there?
So we have a financial planner, Pamela Bakos. She's amazing. She looks at everyone holistically, your financials in a holistic way. And I have found her to be a breath of fresh air to work with. We have Sarah Byrne, who started her own business, Neighbor Good Care. She started her business because she had a hard time finding good help for her elderly parents.
Oh, she was the one that did that 30-minute presentation that day.
Yes. So you've got to have all of them back to do a show on each and every one of them.
Yeah.
We have Maureen Catino. She's an incredible mortgage broker. Marisa Cole, Sensational Travel. Don't let your travel dreams unravel. Michelle Dean. She does promotional pieces, and she does everything from umbrellas for hotels to vests, polar fleece vests that you can put your logo on, to coffee cups, to pens. We have Liz DeFore, who works at BevCam, and we met you through Liz. We love Liz. We love BevCam.
Yeah.
And we have Karen Epstein, who owns digital imaging, which is a printing company, but they do restoration pictures. So if you find pictures from the early 1800s, they can restore those. If you have pictures where someone's face has been faded, they can actually restore that. Or if you have someone's face that you want added to the picture, they can do that.
Yeah. It gets a little scary.
They also do a lot of work with artists who reproduce there because they have a special color machine.
Yeah.
And then we have Mona Hersey, who has To Do to Done. She finds space where there is none. She's an organizer.
Oh, okay.
And she helps people downsize and moves them to their new home. Her niche is people selling their home to move into a retirement community. She does it all, and she knows exactly what you're going to need. She has an estate sale to help you purge all of your items and make a little money on the side. Then we have Leah M. Hill, who is an intuitive life coach. She's also a medium, so she speaks with people on the other side. She's very helpful. We have Catherine Keane, who is an Arbonne consultant. Arbonne is all natural, organic makeup and skincare. And then we have Lissa Kesselman, who owns Sienna Aesthetics, who's located right in the Beverly Cummings Center. They're a med spa, so they do a lot of Botox and facials. They also have the new, I'm not sure, specifically like Ozempic to help you lose weight. They have doctors on staff.
Okay.
Lolly Leeson, who sells Juice Plus, and the Tower Garden. She helps keep us all healthy. I've been using Juice Plus for over 20 years. And then we have the dynamic duo, Annie McClellan and Luisa Del Rio. They belong to Engel and Volkers. They're real estate agents, and they are amazing. They work all on the North Shore. They find the most beautiful homes for you. They stage the homes for you, and they have access to Engel Volkers drones that take pictures above and market your property, and in such a beautiful way.
Well, this is the question. Now you got two real estate types, and you said
they're a team.
Well, that's how you get around the only one of a kind.
Yes.
Okay.
So they are a team.
Okay.
Then we have Cindy Moore, who is with Samuel Insurance, and she is the best insurance agent. She covers your home and auto and commercial insurance. She looks at your insurance every single year and will rewrite it if she can save you money. Mm-hmm. I don't know any other insurance company that does that. Yeah. Then we have Suzanne Nodden, who is a graphic designer. She used to be the graphic designer for the NFL. She's amazing. Yeah. And then we have Christiana Plum, who owns Beach Plum Interiors. She's located in Marblehead, and she has clients up and down the East Coast, from Florida all the way to Maine. She loves doing coastal interiors, and she's a joy to work with. She does both in person and on Zoom. She'll do her appointments. And then we have Nancy Theodore, who's with Cherry Tree Legal. She's a real estate attorney, but she also does family estate planning, and I'm in the process of working with her right now. And then there's me. Yeah. I'm the cabbie stylist. I help women get dressed without all the stress, and build their wardrobe one piece at a time.
Okay, so you got a, I guess.
Oh, and my two new members, Lucia Lighting, who is in Lynn, beautiful showroom, and we have Polaris IT, which is a small business networks. So they handle all your IT issues and set you up.
Okay. So you've got 21 of those.
Yes,
last
good
two.
Counting. Well, that's 21.
That's 21 of those two. Is there some guideline in this organization of what are the kinds of people you're looking for?
Sure. Well, we'd like you to be women, but we do have a few good men, George. But so we love female entrepreneurs, females that are in business. You know, I'd have to say that we prefer them to be in business for a while so that we're not doing all the teaching. We like to have someone who's already successful. But that being said, I think if a young, dynamic woman came in the group that just started her business, I think I would want to help her out.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got a list of types of businesses that already are covered in your group.
Yes, those seats are covered.
Those seats are covered.
I don't even allow, so if someone wants to come in,
As an example of Florida or Texas.
Oh, okay.
How many do they have in their group?
Sure. Let me look down at my notes. Okay, so Texas has 13 chapters, and in some of their chapters, they have over 40 members. Okay.
So you can get a rather large group in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what other kinds of businesses are you looking for to add to your...
I happen to have a list, George.
Okay.
So I would love to have a recruiter in our group, a chiropractor, a florist, a social media influencer. I'm sure we could...
What's a social media influencer?
someone who has TikTok down, has Instagram down, has YouTube down, has Facebook down, knows how to run businesses using all of those social media platforms. We all can learn from them.
Oh, yeah.
A banker, a wine specialist, a homeopathy doctor, dentist, handyman. So a handyman business, I'm sure the office manager who runs everything, she would be great in our group.
Well, there's Angie's List is the classic one on the website. It's run
To find them, yes.
Yeah, that's another story. We'll stay out of that one. But yeah, I mean, there are organizations where there's a woman running the story, and there's guys to do the heavy muscle stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I encourage everyone or anyone to check us out. Unfortunately, our website is under construction, but we do have Facebook groups, and so our presence on Facebook is there right now. But you can call me, and I'm happy to talk to you about WOAMTEC or what it entails in starting a chapter.
Now, the time I was at your seance, one of the women was passing out examples of her products, kind of thing. Is that the kind of technique that you encourage to spread your business?
Absolutely. That's a show and tell. So Catherine from Arbonne frequently shows us the new product launches that are out. We get to experience the skincare on the back of our
was trying them
on the back of our hands.
Yeah.
And then Karen Epstein always brings in pictures that they've restored or have done for gifts. So we love those. We love those. I do show and tell with what I'm wearing.
Yeah. So it's more than just a coffee clutch.
Absolutely.
So it's really an opportunity to expand your business, get new clients, get new ideas.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, in your business, has anybody come up with a new idea that you could use?
Yes. So being here
Yeah, okay.
is a new idea. Liz DeFore had introduced us to BevCam. Now, I knew about cable networks, but I never knew the opportunities that they gave back to the community. So Liz we did a field trip with Liz, and we came here to BevCam.
Yeah.
So we got to see the studios and meet everyone, and we became a member. A lot of us in WOAMTEC became members so that we would have access to...
You're going to be competing with me?
No, don't worry about that. Have access to using the studio and to filming commercials and using the equipment. It's an amazing opportunity. Everyone should become a member of BevCam.
Well, that's one of the things I think most people don't recognize, that, we do public service kinds of stuff with shows like this one, and yet BevCam also will rent the studio for somebody who wants to do something commercially. And I know of one particular lady we had a discussion with about her business, and she said, oh yeah, I didn't want to do a training session. So she set it up to have BevCam record a training session for her particular business. And there's one other gentleman I know is an author, and he wants to do a show talking about some of his books that he's written, because, again, it's an advertising opportunity to, instead of just sending a book out and say, hey, read my book,
Right.
And somebody says, oh, yeah, that's a good one, we'll stack that over there. Send them out a 30-minute video or 15-minute video. And it's a lot easier to get people to watch a video than read a pile of technical stuff.
It's so true.
So, there's opportunities here that BevCam provides. And again, this is something like your organization and similar ones can take advantage of relatively inexpensively. And
be on your show.
yeah, one, you got to be on my show, but I mean, there are other discussion groups to go around. And there's a lot that's done, and I think I hate to turn this whole thing into a commercial for BevCam, but I think you brought up a point that a lot of people don't recognize that when they get their bill from Comcast, down in the corner there's a little item, oh yeah, cable access, and they're paying for it. So you might as well use it.
Right. Absolutely.
So back to your...
Yeah, back to WOAMTEC.
Yeah, back to WOAMTEC. Again, okay, it's a large organization, ideally. Florida and Texas, and I think it's impressive. Texas got, 13
chapters.
Yeah. Florida's probably got a bunch.
5.
They've got 5. So Massachusetts is the first foray into the north, and your organization is getting kind of full, so it's about time to start another one someplace. So how does one start one?
Well, it's pretty easy, but it does take a lot of time and grit, and you've got to roll up your sleeves and have a little bit of a thick skin. So how I started was I wanted to join a women's networking group, and unfortunately the ones out there didn't work with when I was available, and I wanted to meet in person. I didn't want to do this virtually. There are a lot of networking groups virtually, which work for some people, and sometimes it works when there's a snowstorm. But for me, I love to see people's eyes. I'm a hugger. I love to hug my people. So I was looking and searching and talking to a girlfriend of mine, Heidi, and she belonged to WOAMTEC. So she said, well, why don't you start a chapter? So she said, here, call Kiki. So I called Kiki Coy Marianos. I think I said that accurately. She is the owner of WOAMTEC. She purchased WOAMTEC back in 2017, and she's responsible for building Texas to what it is. And I asked her if I could start a chapter here in Beverly, Massachusetts. And she was so excited because she has ties to Massachusetts. Her husband is from East Boston, and his mom lives in East Boston. So she sent me an email with what I needed to do. So basically, the first thing I needed to do was find a space and location that I could meet other women. And a restaurant is a great opportunity to meet because they want you there, and it's easy to give back and not pay rent. So I found Acapulco's. We're at the Beverly Cumming Center. They were excited to have us. So I would then send out emails and call everyone that I knew. I put a list together of all what am I thinking of, George? The businesses that I was looking for.
Oh, your list of,
the list of women that I would love to work with. So I contacted them, asked them if they weren't interested, who they knew, and would encourage them to meet me at Acapulco's. So I would meet there every Friday, and some days I sat there all by myself. In fact, there were quite a few times I sat there by myself, and I would go home. My husband would say, you've got to keep at it, keep at it. And so finally, 1, then 2, then 3, and then when you have 10, you become an official member. And that's when
your
the
chapter becomes
chapter
a member
starts.
of the national.
Right, exactly. Thank you. Then you become an official chapter when you have 10 members.
How long did it take you to get to 10?
6 months.
That ain't bad.
I know.
Going through it, you must have been Yeah,
I know. I
I'm kind
know.
of frustrated, but 6 months, that's
Yeah,
pretty
there were
quick.
certainly some down days, but right, that's life. You have ups and downs, and
Yeah.
you just got to keep working through it and
Yeah.
have faith in yourself. Otherwise, people are not going to have faith in you.
How long ago was that?
In March of 2021.
So since 2021, you've added more than doubled your size.
Yes, and so I want to continue growing.
Yeah.
And I want to help other women start their own chapters.
Yeah, so, okay. So, as we mentioned early on, your name and phone number pop up every so often. And like you said, if you've got a list of particular types of businesses you would like to add to your group, and I guess somebody can call you and get the name of address of Tiki in Texas to make their own chapter in some other.
Oh, I'll put them in touch with Kiki for
Yeah.
sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's been interesting, and thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. And if you have any comments, you'll find my email at the end of the credits. Send me your thoughts. And again, if you want to have space at the table, send me an email. We'll make room for you. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.